Om SREEMANNARAYANEEYAM. Here is clear? Okay. If there is a problem, if the camera goes off, please let me know. Om Shri Mathrey Namaha. Om Namo Venkatesaya. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Really, Namaste. Let's learn the explanations for the second chapter. Form of the Lord, beauty of the Lord. Suryaspardhi Kirita. The crown of Lord is very brilliant than the sun's rays. Suryaspardhi Kiritam Urdhva Tilaka. The Tilaka, which is upright, Tilaka mark. The crown with which revolves the sun's rays in brilliance, and by the upright mark, Tilak, of that sandal paste, Urdhva Tilaka, Prodbhasi Phalantara or Phalantara. Is the visual okay? Or it is getting delayed? Whose forehead is made more resplendent, Bhasi, Urdhva Tilaka, Prodbhasi Phalantara. Whose forehead is made more resplendent with the upright mark of that tilak with the sandal paste. This is the meaning of the first line. Have you understood? I'll repeat it again. First line meaning is Suryaspardhi Kirita. Means Kirita, the crown of the Lord, which is more brilliant than the sun's rays, shining very bright in brilliance. And Urdhva Tilaka, the upright sandal paste mark on the forehead, Prodbhasi Phalantaram is forehead, in that it is making the forehead more resplendent with the sandal mark. The tilak is the first line meaning. Have you understood? Yes. The second line. Karunya Pulanetram. Karunya Pulanetram. Ardra Hasitollasam. Hasita Ullasam. Su Nasa Putam. Before that, Karunya Pulanetram, whose eyes are brimming with Karunya, mercy, compassion. Ardra Hasitollasam, whose face is lit up with a smile, gentle smile. The compassion, which carries the compassion also with it, a smile. And then, so, Nasa Putam, very well shaped, nose. Nasa, nose. Well shaped nose. Okay, this is the meaning for the second line. Shall I, have you understood? Yes, sir. So the second line meaning is about the eyes, smile, and the nose. First line is about the crown, the forehead and the tilak mark on that, which is resplendent, and the crown is compared to the rays of the sun, and the crown is with much more brilliant than the sun's rays. The second line is about the merciful smile with compassion, and with eyes which carries the compassion, mercy, and with a gentle smile on the face. That smile lights up the face. And very well shaped nose is the second line. Third line. Gandodhyan Makarabha Kundalayugam. After the well-shaped nose, about the cheeks. Gandodhyan Makarabha. Already what we spoke or discussed in the last chapters, after 95, or in the 100th chapter also. The cheeks, which are very shining, or the reflection of this Kundala Yugam, means pairs of earrings, fish-shaped. Makharaba means the fish-shaped earrings. It is gem-studded, and that resplendent pair of fish-shaped earrings that reflects on the cheek area of Lord. Kandojvala Kaustuba. Kandojvala, now the neck area, where the Kaustuba Mala is worn by the Lord, and that shining, the ray from the Kaustuba Mala, which is falling on the neck area and lighting up the brightness in the Lord. So the third line is about the cheek, the reflection of the fish-shaped earring, then about the Kaustuba Mala, which is giving special radiance to the neck. Understood the third? Tell me, then I will proceed. Yes. Fourth line. Tvadrupam, thy form. Vanamalya Harapatana Srivatsadipram. Bhaji. Vanamalya, the wild forest flowers, garland, hara, garland with that, and with many other necklaces also, resplendent with pearls and gems. Vanamalya Harapatala means many necklaces of pearls and gems, and wild flowers, garland out of wild flowers. Srivatsa, the mark of Srivatsa on thy chest, on thy bosom, that thy divine Srivatsa mark. Bhaje, I meditate upon that auspicious form. Tvadarupam, thy form, and the bosom, which is resplendent because of that Srivatsa mark, and the wild flower garlands, and many other necklaces made of pearls and gems. On that chest, on thy bosom, I meditate upon always. That on that auspicious form is the meaning. Thy crown, which rivals the sun's rays in brilliance, and the upright mark of the sandal paste on the forehead, which lights up, which brightens up the forehead, becoming more resplendent, and whose eyes is brimming with mercy, and the face is lit up with the gentle smile of compassion. Very well shaped nose, the cheeks which reflects the fish-shaped earrings, which is gem-studded again, and that brilliance, due to that brilliance, the cheek is shining, and it is. And the Kaustubha Mala, which lifts up the neck area and makes it resplendent. So thy form, in that form, in thy chest, the Srivatsa mark, which is showering its grace and with the resplendent garland necklaces of many varieties which are gem studded and with pearls and gems and with the wild flowers garland, thy form which is so auspicious, I meditate upon that auspicious form is the name. Okay, shall we proceed to the next one? Shall we proceed to the next sloka? Yes. And the visual and audio is all clear for you? Yes. Keyurangada. Kindly mute your mics. Keyurangada. Keyur means we say epaulet, the shoulder ornament here on the shoulder. That's called the epaulet, Keyura. Angada, the armlets. Kankana, the bracelets. Maha Ratana Anguliyam Kita, the finger rings. Great studded, great gem studded Maharatana. Great precious gems are studded in that finger rings. Anguliyam Kita. This is the first line meaning. For the second line, Srimad Bahu Chatushka Sangata. Srimad Bahu, adorning. Bahu is arms, forearms. Chatushka, forearms. And thy sacred forearms. Srimad, with respect we are telling. Thy sacred forearms. Sangata, which is adorned with Gada, mace, Shankha, Shankh, conch, Ari, discus, chakra, Pankeyuha, lotus. Is this meaning for the second line? Thy four sacred arms which is adorned with Gada, the mace, conch, discus and lotus. Gada, Shankh, Ari, Pankeyuha. Understood the second line? Meaning? Yes. The third line. Kanchit Kanchana Kanchi Lanchita Lasa. Hope you all have taken the punches and slashes, seeing the link which we have sent. Have you? If not, please do that so that it will be easy. So incredible, indescribable. Kanchit, Kanchana, the gold, wearing gold, yellow silk. Kanchi, Kanchita, Lanchita, Kanchi, Lanchita, Kanchana, golden yellow. Silk cloth, it refers to. The attire of the Lord. Pitambara. That is, Pitambara Lambini. Pitambara. The yellow silk clothes. Kanchana, that Kanchana is golden waist, golden girdle, Odhyana. The belt, gold belt with studs and the bells. And then the silk, yellow silk cloth. This is the third line meaning. Kanchit, Kanchana. This is again gold. Kanchi, Kanchi Lanchita Lasa. Pitambara. Understood this? Pitambara is, you all know, the yellow golden clothes, golden color, yellow silk clothes. Kanchana Kanchilanchita is wearing a golden waistband. Understood the third line? Alambe, Vibala Duti Padam. I take refuge in thy form, which is the pure form, and the lotus on that lotus feet like lotuses, resplendent. Vibala Ambuja Duti Pada. I take Alambe, I take refuge in thy feet, which is pure and like lotuses, resplendent in that lustrous feet. Murtim, thy form, tava. Murtim, tava, thy form. Arti chidam. It removes all the sorrows of thy devotees. So, tava arti chidam. Chidam is removing of, which removes the sorrows of thy devotees. Is the meaning for the fourth line. I take refuge in thy lotus feet, which is resplendent like the lotus, which is lustrous. Thy form, which removes all the sorrows of thy devotees. I take refuge in thee, in that lotus feet. Is the meaning. Understood? May I proceed to the next shloka? Yatrailokya Mahiya so apimahitam. Mahiya, great, very great. Trailokya in 3 words, which is very great. That which is superior to what is already superior. Which is superior to what is considered to be greatest. In all 3 words, which one we consider as the greatest? This, thy form is, thy nature is more greater than that greatest. Great of the greatest. There is a phrase, great of the greatest. Mahiyaso api mahitam. Great of the greatest. Sammohanam, mohana. Mohana means charming. Thy form is more charming than the most charming. If there is anything in the world most charming, thy form is more charming than that most charming. Great of the greatest and more charming than the most charming is the meaning for the first line. Have you understood? The second line. Kantam, kanti, nidhanato api madhuram. Kantam kanti, nidhanato api. Kantam is the brilliance. The brilliance. More brilliant than the most brilliant. Thy form is more brilliant than the most, which we consider as the most brilliant in the world. It is much more brilliant than that. Madhura, madhuriya duryadapi. Madhuram madhuriya duryadapi. Sweeter than the sweetest even. Madhuram is sweet. Madhuriya duryadapi. Than that sweet, it is more sweetest. Sweeter than the sweetest even. That is for the second line. Saundaryo uttarato api. Saundaryo uttarato api. Saundaryo to taropi. More. Saundaryam is beautiful. That is what we are learning. The heading, what is given, Bhagavat Saundarya. That is beauty of the Lord, form of the Lord, which is very beauty. So the Saundaryam is beauty. More beautiful than the most beautiful. Saundaryatottara Saundaryottarato Sundarakaram. More beautiful than the most beautiful even. Twadrupam, thy form. Ascharyato Ascharyam. The Acharyam which is in the next line. Ascharyato Ascharya. Thy form which is wonder of wonders. Bhuvane, in the world, na kasya kutukam pushnati Vishnu Vibho. O Vishnu, Vibho, all pervading Lord, is there anyone who will not be aroused by the eagerness or the curiosity to see thy divine form? Na kasya kutukam. No, there is no one who will do that. Everybody will be eager and curious to see thy divine form. So, na kasya kutukam prashnati Vishnu. Is there anyone who is not aroused by eagerness to see thy form? Will there be anyone who is not, who will not become curious to see thy divine form in these three worlds? Asked the poet. Understood the meaning?
Yes, Lord.
O Vishnu, all pervading Lord, thy form is very superior than everything. It is great of the greatest, more charming than the most charming. It is brilliant, more brilliant than the most brilliant, even sweeter than the sweetest, even more beautiful than the most beautiful. Thy form, which is wonder of wonders. In the world, there is not even a single person who would not be aroused or aroused by the eagerness and curiosity to see thy divine form, is the meaning. Understood? Shall I proceed to the next shloka? Tattadring, tattadrik. If it is chanted as a separate word, read as a separate, tattadring, dring, madhura, atmakam, tava verse. Tattadring madhuratmaka. Of that very sweet and pleasant, madhuratmaka, very sweet and pleasant beauty. Thy form of that such sweet and pleasant beauty of thy form, tava vapus, samprapya sampannayi, samprapya, having got in marriage. Who? Sampanmayi, who is having sampat, the embodiment of prosperity and wealth, auspiciousness. Sa Devi, Lakshmi, Lakshmi Devi. She, Devi, Lakshmi. Parama Utsuka, who becomes very much attached. Lakshmi becomes, who is very, very much attached to thee. Chirataram naste swabhakteshu api. Chirataram naste swabhakteshu api. Chirataram naste. She is not living with her devotees, her own devotees. Swabhakteshu api. Because of the attachment that she has on the Lord, she does not stay for long, even with her own devotees. Understood this line? Tell me. These two lines. Let me repeat the two lines. Thou art of that greatness and such sweet and pleasant beauty, thy form, as we discussed in the third sloka. Great of the greatest, wonder of the wonders, beauty of the beauteous. Like that is more beautiful than the most beautiful, charming, more charming than the most. Like that, thy form is so sweet and pleasant beauty. Having got you as her husband in marriage, she has got you. She, who is the embodiment of prosperity, wealth, auspiciousness, and everything. That Devi, Lakshmi, who is very much attached to you, she doesn't want to leave you for long. So she doesn't stay with her own devotees also for long. However, multi-millionaire also, if Lakshmi doesn't want to stay, they will become poor. She will not stay. It's a cycle. Life is a cycle. So always poor people are not there. Always rich people are also not there. The poor can become a very rich man, and the rich can become poor also in life. Like that, Lakshmi, even if she is worshipped also, she doesn't stay long with her devotees, it is said, because of the attachment she has on her Lord. She doesn't leave him and go. That is what poet is trying to say. Tenasya bata kashtam. Oh, because of that, but alas, bata kashtam. What to say? It is difficult. Oh, achyuta vikho. Achyuta means it is changeless. The word meaning is changeless. Thou being changeless, O Lord, thy consort Lakshmi, she changes. She keeps changing her position in our houses. Because of that love she has firmly on you. Achyuta vibho tvatrupam manognyaka premasthairyamayat. Because of her unwavering love for you, she is wavering in the houses of the devotees. She has the unwavering love for thee. Premastairyam mayat means enchanting beauty of thy form, thy enchanting beauty, loving that she is steady with you alone, but she is unsteady with us. Achapala means fickle. It shows the instability. The word means instability of Lakshmi. Balad, because of that nature. That here it doesn't mean the power for Bala. That unstable minded nature of that Lakshmi, Chapalya, again unsteady. Achapala is unstable, and Chapalya means unsteady. Because of this unstable and unsteadiness with her devotees also, Varto the Bhut, Varto Abhut means of her reputation, she got the name that she is not steady. Money doesn't stay with people for long. She is growing or she is decreasing with us. So it created by, in the people's opinion, it is created in our minds that she is not stable. Chapalya. From that word, she is also called Chapala. Lakshmi's name is Chapala, which came out of this Chapalya. She's unsteady. But even her devotees is the meaning. That is happening because of the attachment that she has on you, on the I-loving form. She doesn't want to stay without you for long, even with her devotees. Understood? Of that such sweet and pleasant form, the beauty of thee, having gotten marriage, that auspicious Lakshmi, the embodiment of prosperity and wealth, who is very much attached to thee, does not stay for very long even with her own devotees because of her firm love for thee. Oh, the changeless one. See how Lakshmi is changing? Because of unwavering love for thee and thy enchanting beauty in which she is engrossed, she is steady with you and unsteady with all of us. So, because of this nature, she got the name of her unsteadiness and instability by people, her reputation as Chapala, the name is given to her, has risen. Abhu, that name has risen. That name is not given here. I'm just telling you because her name is Chapala. Because of the Chapalya, only her name is Chapala. Tell me. தெரியல அது தமிழ்ல நான் அது படிக்கல அப்படி இருக்கா ஓகே செல்வின்னு ஒரு பேர் இருக்கு இல்லையா யாரு செல்வம் சொல்லுவா ஆமா She wants to go to the Lord only. She doesn't want to stay. But something interesting is there in the next sloka. Shall we proceed? Have you got the meaning? Now, when you chant, all these meanings must come to your mind. Understand and chant, okay? The next one. Lakshmi Stavaka Ramaniyaka Hritai Hritaivyam Hrita Eva Iyam Hritaivyam Pareshu Asti Iti Pareshwastite Sthireti means Pareshu Asti Iti Lakshmi being captivated by thy beauty Ramaniyaka Hritaivyam Tavaka Ramaniya Hritaivyam means she is captivated by thy beauty. Pareshu asti iti. That is why she is unstable with others. Because she is captivated by thy beauty, she is not stable with others. Pareshu asti, unstable with others. Asmin anyat api asminnanyadapi pramanam I will give you another proof also. Adhuna, now the poet is saying asmin anyat api pramanam means another proof. Pramana. Adhuna, now Lakshmi Vakshyami Lakshmi Pate, I will state, I will tell, I will quote, O Lord of Lakshmi, consort of Lakshmi, Lakshmi Pate. Let me tell you another proof in this regard. This is the meaning for the second line. Ye tvat dhyana guna anukirtana rasa asakta. He bhakta jana. Those who dhyana, tvat dhyana, those who meditate on you, O Lord, guna anukirtana, and are always engrossed in thy singing, kirtana, anukirtana, rasa asakta, singing thy glories and meditating on you. Those who do that, those who meditate and always engross them, their minds are engrossed in you and singing thy glories. He bhakta jana, certainly with such devotees. He bhakta jana, with those devotees. Teshu yesha, teshvesha, teshu yesha vasati sthiraiva dai, sthiraiva. Teshu yesha vasati sthiraiva. With them she stays always, constantly. Those who chant thy glories, thy namas, those who meditate on you, those who are engrossed in thy singing, singing thy deeds and glories, she, with such devotees, will definitely stay always, constantly. Dayita prastavadatta adhara. She will be listening and she will be attentively listening to thy glories sung there by the devotees, thy hymns and thy praises, wherever it is done. Lakshmi wants to listen to thy praises. So she likes it of her beloved Lord. If we are praising, she likes it very much. She will be there attentively listening to his namas. Horripulation. So to such devotees, in those devotees' houses, she is staying always to listen to his namas and praises. She is listening attentively. Prastavadatta adana. Because of the love she has for the Lord, she will be constantly listening to his praises of her beloved one, is the meaning. So it could be commented like this. We can emphasize that she is not constant where there is no Bhagavad Bhakti. She is constant with thy devotees. We can conclude like this. Because in the fourth shlokam we said she is not staying. And that is why she is called Chapala. We can conclude it like this. We can comment like this. If they are your devotees and if they are chanting Bhagavan Nama and they are devoted, meditating on you, where there is Bhagavad Bhakti, Lakshmi is present. Where there is no Bhagavad Bhakti, she is not constant. Is that fine? Shall we proceed to the next shlokam? Evam bhuta manognyata navasudha. Bhuta, manognya, manognyata. Manognyata means what? Beauty, fascinating beauty, manognya. Celestial beauty which is fascinating. Thy form of such celestial beauty which is fascinating the minds, manognyata. Navasudha means which is new, fresh. Sudha is nectar. Amritam, nectar, honey. like pure nectar, Navasudha, fresh, new. Nishyanda Sandohanam is constantly showering the pure thy form, celestial, the divine beauty of thee is fascinating, and it is like pure nectar, fresh nectar, Sudha, which is constantly showering this nectar to us. Twadrupam, thy form, Parachit Rasayanaya, which is combination of supreme consciousness and bliss. Parachit, supreme consciousness. Rasayanamayam, rasa, that bliss, juice of that bliss, essence, essence of that supreme consciousness and bliss combination is thy form. Chetoharam Shrunvata. Chetohara, captivating the minds. Shrunvata, just Shrunvatam is given. Shrunvatam is by devotees hearing thy recitals of thy deeds and glories. Shrunvata, listening, hearing to all those devotees who hear thy recitals of thy deeds, of thy narrations, all those, who is devotedly hearing. Shunvatam, devotedly hearing. Sadhya prerayate, immediately. Sadhya, they get immediate fruit. Matim madayate. It fills the mind with joy. It fills the mind. The minds are captivated by the deeds. The devotees are constantly listening to thy deeds, thy glories, and all that will make them get immediately the mind with joy, excited, horripulated, romanchayatyangakam, angakam, the limbs, the organs of the body, angakam, when it gets horripulated, excitement for the organs of the body, when the devotee is constantly listening, they get horripulated. Vyasinchati api. Vyasinchyanti api. Chita bhashpa visare. And it makes the body to bathe in the Shita bhashpa visare. Visare means tears. Cool tears, happy tears, which is cool. Shita bhashpa visare. The bodies must, it will make the bodies bathe in that cool tears, which comes out of bhakti. Ananda Muchodbhavai. Because of the ecstasy of joy, the cool tears which is produced by our eyes, in that our bodies will bathe out of devotion for the Lord on hearing the constantly hearing by his devotees about thy deeds, thy glories, thy recitals, everything, which gives horripilation and fills their mind with joy and ecstasy. They will be bathed in the happy tears, which is so cool, which is produced as a result of the ecstasy of joy, isn't it? Thy form, which is the combination of supreme consciousness and bliss, which captivates the mind. Thy form is divine beauty, which is fascinating, and which is fresh, pure nectar, which is showering the nectar constantly from looking at thy form. which is the combination of supreme conscious and bliss, which is captivating the mind, which of those who, the devotees who constantly hear thy recitals, deeds, and glories, they immediately get this state of mind, the ecstasy of joy, horripilation, everything. With that, the happy tears that is produced because of the ecstasy of joy. Our body must be bathed in that. Thy devotees' bodies are bathed with flood of cool tears produced by the ecstasy of joy on seeing thy divine and beautiful, fascinating form of nectar. Understood? The next shloka, 7th one. Evam bhutataya hi. It is because of these reasons stated that bhaktya bhihito yoga, the bhakti yoga, this is what we have already discussed in the last 2-3 chapters, end of the Narayanīyam, 97, 98, like that. We have discussed about this karma yoga, jnana yoga, and the 3 parts, bhakti margam, jnana margam, and karma yoga also we have discussed. It is about that. Bhaktya abhihito. Bhakta abhihito yoga means bhakti yoga. The yoga known as bhakti, the devotion. Sa yoga dvayat karma jnana mayad. In comparison to the other two, yoga dvayat in karma jnana mayad. In comparison to karma jnana yogas, Bhrishottamataro, indeed is superior, the bhakti, superior. Bhrishottamataro yogishwarai giyate. Yogishwarai giyate, that has been praised. Bhakti margam has been praised by great sages. Yogishwarai giyate. Understood these 2 lines? Tell me. It is because of these reasons only. That is what we are going to say now. Evam bhutataya hi. The yoga known as bhakti when compared to the other 2, jnana yoga and karma yoga. Bhakti yoga is the superior. Uttamataro, Vrishottamataro, Yogishwarai Giyate. The great sages have told this, praised about bhakti marga, that it is superior than the other 2, says the great sages. Okay? The 3rd line. Saundaryaika rasa atmake vaikhalu. Rasa atmake. Saundarya is beauty. Thy form is beauty incarnate. Indeed. Indeed, who are pure beauty incarnate. Saundaryaika rasatmake tvaikalu. Thou art the pure beauty incarnate. Indeed. Prema prakasha atmika. Prema prakasha atmika. Devotion which emanates from intense love. Prema prakasha atmika. Devotion must arise from the love for Lord. Devotion which emanates from intense love. That is bhakti. Bhakti is bhaktir nishramameva vishvapurushai. If that devotion emanates from the intense love, then that bhakti is effortlessly obtained by humans. Nishramameva, without difficulty, easily. Vishvapurushai means the humans in the world, all human beings can effortlessly attain this bhakti yogam. Through bhakti yogam, Lord will be attained easily, labhya, attainable, Rama Vallabha, O consort of Lakshmi. The third and fourth line, thou art the beauty incarnate, pure beauty incarnate. For thee, one who gives the bhakti which has arisen from, which emanates from the intense love for thee, that bhakti, out of love for Lord, this bhakti will emerge from within us effortlessly for our sincere thinking always about Him and singing about Him. The bhakti will come out of that love which we have for Him. It is very easily accessible, attainable. Bhakti yoga is easily attainable by all human beings effortlessly, O consort of Lakshmi. Understood? The next one, 8th shloka. Nishkamam niyata swadharma charana. Yat karma yoga bhidha. Nishkamam, without desire, without selfish desire. Niyata swadharma charana. The desire which consists of the duty alone, what we have to perform, our duty, that selfish, without that selfishness, performing our duty without any expectation or the fruit from it. Niyata swadharma charana, according to performance, our duty we have to perform. That which is called karma yoga. Yet karma yoga vidham means that is called karma yoga. When we do something without selfish desires, doing something with desires is not karma yoga. Without selfish desires, if we are able to perform, that is karma yoga. Taddureya phalam yadaupanishad yat upanishad jnanopalabhyam jnana upalabhyam puna. It will happen, the fruit we will get from this, out of this karma yoga on performing, but it takes time. For example, we are performing some yajnam, some homas, all that. That must not be with a selfish motive. Not for us. That is not yoga. That is for living what we are doing. It is for our selfishness. We are trying to perform this homam, ayush homam, pujas, everything at home, and with a prayer to do something, to make something happen. We are praying. That is not. But however, when we do it selflessly also, this path takes time. Dura. See? That dure taya phalam. That fruit is obtained very late. It is at a distance, dura. Distant future, only it will slowly come again. So let it be like this. Jnanopalabhyam puna, jnanopalabhyam. Again, coming to the jnana part. Now, this is about the karma. Jnana margam also, reading the scriptures and trying to find something from that, gaining knowledge. It consists of attaining knowledge from something. Reading consists in attaining the knowledge only, getting the knowledge of Brahman as described in the scriptures, and then understanding from the Upanishads. It is given, no, Yata Upanishad. From the Upanishads, getting knowledge, and then trying to get fruit out of it, because you have to take it into the mind from the scriptures, then apply it, recognizing it, realizing all those scriptures, and then slowly practicing it. If you practice only, you might get or you may not get. We do not know the result. So that is about the knowledge, that is Jnana Yoga. That is also seen to be very difficult. That is indeed being abstract. That is that Vyaktaya. That Vyaktaya means that is being abstract. With the small, we can't get something with one phrase, short piece of writing, or by just telling. We can't get that understanding about such a vast knowledge that is the Lord. To understand Him just by reading something, it is very difficult to understand. It will be difficult for our mind to perceive. The five senses, they have to realize and then act according to that. So that is very, very far, and it is also not giving immediate fall for us. Hence, Sudurgamataram siddhyasya siddha tasmad vibho. That is also very difficult for the mind to pursue. Tasmad vibho. Hence, all pervading Lord, vibho. So, Tvat Prematmaka Bhakti Reva, the Bhakti Yoga, which consists of only love for thee. Prematmaka. From our inner heart, from the core of our heart, the love alone is required. Nothing else is required for Bhakti Yoga. For Karma Yoga, there are lots of rituals that we have to do. We need materials. For Jnana Margam also we need materials, either the books or scriptures or narrations of someone, the listening mind for that, all those things. Time is required to read, understand. All that is very difficult. But for Bhakti Yoga, just give your mind and love to Lord. Just by your love, it is attainable. Which consists only love for thee. Satatam, always love for thee. Swadhiyasi, the sweetest and most shreyasi, most beneficial and the superior way is Bhakti Yoga only. Have you understood? Well understood? You have to go and listen to it again, because it's a bit complicated to understand the Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga. So please look into it again. The next sloka. Atyayasa karani. Ati ayasa karani. Karma patalanyacharya. Karma patalani. Acharya niryanmala. Karma patalani means it is about the Karma Yoga. Ati ayasa. It demands great effort. We need effort. We need to put some effort, not some efforts to attain something through this Karma Yoga. To follow the disciplines of the Karma Yoga, it is very difficult and we have to put effort. Ascharya niryanmala. by performing the karma yoga, Niryanmala, some may become purified. Niryanmala means purification. Some minds are purified by following that path. Some people might get, but it is very difficult. So, maybe by doing that, they might get the fitness, physical fitness may be obtained. Because in this karma, actions are there. So the yogas, asanas, all that is there. Maybe they will get physical fitness because of that yoga. So required for following the path of jnana also, and for the path of bhakti also. Bodhe bhakti pathe. For the path of bodhe means the jnana marga. Api Uchitatam ayanti kim tavata. Uchitata means they will get physical stress. Kim tavata. What is of that use? Kim tavata. What is going to happen because of gaining that physical stress? Can we attain Lord? What is the use? Kim tavata? Ayanti kim tavata. So, Krishtva tarkapathe. Again, in that jnana marga, what is the use of quoting something, the logical statements and arguing, debating, all that according to the jnana obtained from just reading the books, which we have already discussed in previous chapters. Krishtva tarkapathe, tarkam is debating or telling some logical reasons. Param tava vapur. Param tava vapur brahmakyamanye. So thy manifestation is not going to have, the Lord is not going to appear there by just logical reasoning and debating in the path of jnana margam. So how can we make Lord manifest? Chittardra, chitta ardra, tvam ete mrite. Tvamrite. Without chitta, the mind or heart, ardra tvamrite vichintya. Bahubhi. Without melting the heart in love for you, for thee, in the Lord, love on Lord, without that melting heart or mind for Lord, we can't get. So melting the heart for Him, meditating, vichintya bahudi, always meditating over Him, understanding, vichintya and bahudi, siddhyanti. A lot of bahubi, a lot of time we have to keep thinking and meditating on Him. Without that melting of heart, it cannot be attained. By meditating on Him and thinking a lot of time about the Lord, it will be easily understandable and graspable. It is attained. Janmantarai means after many lives, it will happen. If we don't melt for Him now, it will take many births. It is said, Janmantarayam. At the end of many births only, it will come. After many lives, Janmantari, it is attained. If we say, I'm devoted, and it is going to be just words. What is real devotion? We have to explore that. Without that, telling that I am devoted, it will take many births. So we are going to temple, we are trying to concentrate, we are putting effort in bhakti also by traveling to places, thinking about the Lord, spending time to think about Him. But if the mind is not heart is not melting for Him in love, and if our gunas are not getting transformed to the sattvic form, our guna must be sattvic. Without that, heart can't melt. Rajas and tamas will not melt. So, melting in love, melting the heart and mind, and meditating on Him, it will bring siddhi quickly. Without that, just saying the word devotion or debating on Him, just reading the scriptures, just chanting sahasranamams and other shlokas, it will be very difficult to attain Him, attain siddhi. But by doing this constantly, definitely after many births we will attain. But there are people who don't even do that. In what category we can take them? That's a question. They will take much more births. Okay, understood this? Tell me. Let me go to the. Huh? What, ma?
It is very true. They are doing everything, but they are not taking so many bhakti and such. It's very true. They are playing Bhagavad Gita, Namaha, everything. But yes, they are praying, that's all. They are telling it's very true.
But that is because people are trying to pray for them. That is the problem. What is devotion? Even in karma yoga, what is told? Without selfless desire only. They are doing something with a desire that must not be that must be without selfish desire, it is told, not self. With selfless, without selfish desire. Even for karma yoga, it is told like that. So when we are reading something, oh Lord, I am reading this. Please make my grandson succeed in his exam. Let my child score very well. Let my son get a child. Let my daughter get married. That is those are prayers for you, and you are chanting for that. Bhakti is something different. This is a habit we are making. Of course, our mouth is telling the organs are working for him. That is different. The heart, the mind must melt when that horripilation comes. At that time only this transport, the sattvic, and you are able to see yourself in others also. You will start to treat everyone like yourself. So chanting, going in groups, all those things are different from what we are talking about bhakti here. The siddhi, the liberation. These may be the chantings and going to temples, all those may be some ladders for us to reach that. But it will take many births if we don't melt the heart for him. But who knows what is his calculations? Who gets liberated, who doesn't? We don't know. That's not in our hands. Okay, the next shloka. 10th one. Bhakti tvat bhaktistu katharasamridajhari nirmajjanena swayam. So how to get devoted? Yes, we are going for chantings and all that. Okay. In devotion to thee, in flow of that nectar showering from thee, when it will happen, when we can feel that by listening to thy stories, nirmajjanena, We get submerged in that, in its bliss, by listening to it. That gives bhakti. Listening. Now you people are listening to this. That listening must become more. You might see in practical life also, if when someone wants to say something, we don't have the patience even to listen to them. We try to talk something else. When we have the habit of listening to something, everything goes smooth like that. In bhakti, we have to keep listening to the narrations, take it deep into the mind. By just not chanting it, we should know the meaning and chant. When you get into the meaning, that is why our explanations are done now. When you have those explanations and that also gets into the mind along with the chanting, then the mind will try to concentrate on that and the bhakti grows by itself. Swayam. See the word swayam? Swayam siddhyanti. We don't have to take any special effort at all. Just listen to his stories, thy stories which showers the nectar. That is what is katha. Katha rasa amrita jari is what? Thy stories which showers the nectar. We have to listen to that. When we listen to that, our minds will get submerged in that. That is only nirmajjanena, means submerging the minds in bliss. We will get engrossed in that. And what will happen? Bhakti is self-attainable directly. Siddhyanti. No, we don't have to do any hard work for that. Just keep listening to his namas, his deeds, his stories, which are nicely narrated. Take those things deep in the mind. It is as simple as this. We have learnt now Narayanīyam chanting. We have discussed the stories. Get into the meaning and explanations. While chanting, the meaning must come to your mind. So naturally, it gets into the meditation when we chant from the head to toe, Agre Pashyami, all that when we chant, we get into that meditation mode. Automatically, the bhakti grows by itself, forgetting the other things. That must be practiced again and again to put it into the long term. That bhakti will grow, and what the ultimate goal, that goal will be attained very fast in this birth itself. Not to have many other births to attain that. You may be born, maybe as siddhas or some yogis, you will be wandering in this world to do good, to give good to others, good speech to others, take good things to others, to guide others as leader. Like that, we will get a role in life. Making the other birth also much more, how we are telling the great of the greatest, wonders of wonder of the wonders. Like that, our birth will be a wonder of the wonders or a special thing in the normal, among the normal people. So we may become a guru. We may possess many good qualities to guide people. Such a level might come to us with this bhakti. So to grow that bhakti, when we are engrossed in the stories and all these things, his deeds, when we listen to, that showers the nectar, katha rasa amrita jhari, in which we will get submerged, nirmajjanena swayam siddhyanti. It will come by bhakti, it will come by itself. We don't have to ask for it. Vimala prabodha parari. State of pure knowledge will be obtained. Vimala, pure prabodha parari. The enlightenment, the pure knowledge about him, the state of pure knowledge and enlightenment will be obtained. Akleshatas without any effort. It bestows. The next line. Sadhya. Siddhikari. Instantly it is Sadhya Siddhikari. Jayatyai Vibho. Instantly it is achieved. Siddhi is attained. Jayatyai Vibho and is superior to the other two yogas. Other two. Saivastu me Tvatpada. Those two. Above all the other two, karma and jnana, this bhakti, that is why it is superior to other two paths. Tvatpada, prema praudi. The last line, Tvatpada and this prema praudi must be linked to give meaning. Tvatpada, prema praudi rasar, rata. In thy feet, the intense love for thy feet will give rasardrata, that state of melting heart. That state it will give from the bliss of intense love for thy feet. It will give the so it will give that siddhi dhritatar very soon if we get attached to his feet. Dhrutatar very soon. Vatalayadishvara, O Lord of Guruvayur, in devotion to thee, indeed, in flow of nectar showering form of thee, listening to thy stories which will shower the nectar. When we get submerged into that bliss, in its bliss, listening to you, your stories, the bhakti will be self-attained directly. The state of pure knowledge and enlightenment is achieved without any effort. It is instantly achieved and it is superior to the other two paths. If the intense love for thy feet, the state of melting of heart from the bliss of nectarine, the intense love for thee, thy feet, it will very soon give the siddhi, bhakti margam will give us, make us reach the goal, O Lord of Guruvayur. Instantly, the goal is achieved and superior to all the superior to the other two paths. O Lord, may I have that bhakti, O Lord of Guruvayur. Understood?
Yes, senior citizen, they can't remember. You are telling so much, but we can't remember in their mind. They are senior citizens, they're accepting your, you are telling on accepting. But even next moment, when I am reading, it is not come to our mind. What can I do?
What you should do, that is why we are giving it as a recording in YouTube. Keep listening to it again and again. You can put it into long-term memory. Once something is done repeated only, it will be in the long-term memory. If you once listen and leave it, it will be in your short-term memory. So try to listen to it again whenever you have time. That listening is only required here for this part. Please.
That listening actually helps a lot when after listening to you, when you got explanation given by you helps a lot.
But after all, we are all humans, and it is our tendency to forget. That is where Kali will play, isn't it? The other person, another person told me, that auntie told me that she is forgetting. That is where the Maya plays her role, right? If all of us suddenly get into bhakti and bhakti emanates all of a sudden in all of us and everybody becomes yogis in this world, what will happen? Okay, understood the meanings well? Shall we wind up for the day? Thank God that this visual camera helped us today without any hindrance.
Yes. இந்த பக்தி இந்த சொன்ன மாதிரி அந்த போட்டோ ஓவியம் நம்ம அறியாம நம்ம கண்ணில் பகவான் தண்ணி வந்து நினைச்சேன். அதுதான் அது என்னைக்கும் இருக்கணும், எப்படி எப்போ இருக்கா நீங்க சொல்ல. When we pray, we should pray for others, not for.
That is very important. You don't have to pray for anything or anybody. Everything is predetermined. நம்ம கேட்டு வரப்போறதில்ல. You are not born. You didn't ask to be born. We are not going to ask to be taken, or even if we ask when we should go, only we will go.
He knows what to do.
Everything is predetermined. What is the use of asking? The mother knows how much the child will eat. What is required? அதுக்குதான் சொல்லுவா இல்லையா, ஆட்டுக்கு வாழை அளந்து வச்சிருக்கா, டிங்கின்னு. So if it is given a big tail, then it will wag the tail a little more. So he knows what is required to us. Let's just leave everything away. Of course, we all have problems in life. That is what is life. Leave everything away for some time and keep concentrating on this. And spend some time for you. Time is God. If we are ready to spend some time for somebody, that is most precious. We don't even have to give money or do any physical help for somebody. If a person is ready to spend some time for you, that person is doing a lot, because a very big part of, a little part of their life is spent for you. Like that, I want to spend my valuable time with you all who are listening. So let my Lord help me to continue my services as always.
I think இனிமே இப்ப நாராயணி படிக்கிறது இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் வரும். எனக்கு ஒரு மாஸ்டர் ஆக்சுவலா தாட் வந்தது. நான் படிக்கிட்டு அந்த உங்களோட எக்ஸ்பிளனேஷன் எல்லாம் கோஸ் இன் மை மைண்ட். ஆக்சுவலி
இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் இருக்கிறதுனால தானே நீங்க வந்திருக்கேன் கிளாஸ்க்கு. நாராயணியம் படிச்சிருக்கோம், ராமச்சந்திரன் படி, கிருஷ்ணரை படிக்கிறோம் ஸ்லோகத்தை. That is not the thing. இப்ப நீங்க உங்கள்கிட்ட கேட்ட அப்புறம் இப்ப பாருங்க, ரெண்டு ஸ்டார்டர் மீனிங் இது பண்ண புள்ளரிக்குது. அந்த மாதிரி புரிஞ்சுட்டு படிச்சா that is different சொல்றேன். அதே மாதிரி கொஞ்சம் இந்த ஸ்லாஷஸ், இந்த பஞ்சஸ் எல்லாம் கொஞ்சம் பார்த்து படிச்சுக்கோங்க. பிகாஸ் ஒரு விஷயம் ஒரு லெட்டர் மாறினாலும் அர்த்தம் மாறிடக்கூடாது. அதுக்காக ஓகே, அதுக்கு தான் அந்த பஞ்சஸ் ஸ்லாஷ் எல்லாம் சொல்றது. ஸ்லாஷ் of course it is for the rhythm I'm telling. Punches are for it should convey the proper meaning. The letters போட்டு கரெக்டா. Right.
Okay, thank you so much.
Om Sree Mathrey Namaha. See you all for the third chapter tomorrow.
Beautifully explained it.
Enema?
Very beautifully explained it.
Thank you.
Yeah, very touching. Yeah. We feel as though the Lord is in front of us.
Let the Lord give me strength to explain more clearly, and let my brain and mind and heart work with bhakti ever and ever, and let it give all informations and help you all also. Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu. Om Sree Mathrey Namaha. Om Namo Venkatesaya. See you tomorrow for the third chapter explanation.